What's going on, beautiful people of the internet? Ty Willie 99 here, and I'd like to formally welcome you to episode 12 of the Curse Speech Podcast. We are the Outspoken Gamers, and today we're going to delve into episode 12. You're watching the video version of this podcast at youtube.com/curse speech. Just want to enlighten you that this show is available on Apple, Spotify, and all other major podcast platforms. Also, be sure to rate the show 5 stars on Apple and Spotify. We need your 5-star rating to help push us into the algorithm and push it to new listeners, which helps us grow. With that out of the way, let me introduce you to my co-host. We got Fearless Master M, aka Mr. Get to the Bag. Say some words.
Yes, sir. I'm so happy not to be hosting this time. And Tom Lee, he finna take over, bro. He taking over.
Yeah, for sure. All right, next up, we got the VTuber himself, Mr. J Raiden S7. Go ahead, say some words.
Howdy. I'm running off of fumes, so I'm here.
Yeah, he's barely up. But that's okay. Here. He's here. Last, but certainly not least, he's getting back from the past. We have Mr. Symbiotic. Go ahead, say some words for me.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jay Riding at 7 may be on fumes, but I'm running on flames tonight. Let's get this going.
Hey, he just cooked you. I ain't even gonna hold this up.
There was no reason for that.
It was an indirect roast.
Puffing my fumes, and he just came after me for that. That's some bullshit. That's crazy.
Hey, my bad, bro. We still gonna be cool after the episode, right? All right, cool.
I see you, Street Fighter. Don't worry. Make sure you got the hitbox. Yeah, the thing you don't know yet. Yeah, get on that.
Dude,
I'll play Ken.
You're gonna hear me sweating. You're gonna hear me sweating on the mic, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't worry about it. We'll talk about that after. It's fine.
All right.
I'm just gonna put this in the bag. I'm just gonna put this in the back pocket. We gonna come back to this.
Come on, man. You really gonna take it out on Hitbox Symbiotic, bro?
Yes, I will. I will do it any time of the day. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it the day after. Actually, I got work. I'll do it the day after that.
Absolutely nutty. Let me break up this married couple real quick, man. All right, after breaking up the married couple, which y'all can look forward to this month on PlayStation for y'all free games. We have Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Alan Wake Remastered, Endling Extinction is Forever, and then on the Epic Games Store, you guys are getting Murdered by Numbers, Train Valley 2, which is still available, but probably won't be available on Friday, which is the 21st, and then we have The Elder Scrolls Online. And then, Xbox Game Pass, you ain't got it. What are you doing? Too good to not have it. But on to our opening conversation, fellas. Over the week, Microsoft did something absolutely nutty. They brought back the old COD servers. I'm talking Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, and the internet has been going absolutely crazy for it. It's all over TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We are back in those good days. How we feeling about this?
It's not the same.
I'm not much of a COD player, but if the games that I played online, if those servers were brought back up, I'd be going crazy too. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm happy for them.
Hey man, I'm happy for me too, bro. What you mean it's not the same?
Because when those games first came out, it was a whole different experience. You came in, you're like, hey man, I really like this Call of Duty game. You're like 5 foot. I don't know why the height came in, but man, you are that height. You're that height. And then you're just playing the game. Then you hop in the lobby. You die, then you get called slurs. That was how it was. That's how it was back then.
Hey man, and that's exactly how it is right now, baby. That's exactly how it is.
Well,
I don't think
you forget.
I'm gonna have
you
to
forget. Everybody has money now, so everybody got a mic, and they brought the service back, bro. It's open chat. You ain't got no other choice but to
getting called a slur in 4K does. Hey, that might be it. That might be the wave.
Hey, I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Fearless, on that one a little bit. Just a little bit. It probably won't. Well, probably because of what Jay Rodden was saying. Since this is a new age and environment of gaming, people are gonna have their own party chats. People can just make a party chat, leave themselves in it, and then just play the game.
That is true.
Like, I feel like that's the meta now. And I feel like people are doing that more than ever. Cause like, dude, when was the last time you think that you've been inside of a game chat, just like talking to random people?
No
that
party.
Yeah.
is true. That is.
If I may,
Yeah.
I definitely understand that angle, and if it was not COD, I would probably agree. But there is it like I've just seen it like over time, just like on I've seen like just over time, like in recent years, people have expressed like a longing for the old days back when it was just like you on COD, you know, just like they mentioned before, getting called slurs and just like cooking people, like just like the feeling of like getting like gunned down and then someone hop on the mic and say like the most disrespectful thing you've ever heard. There's still a demographic for that. They are just older, and I've also actually seen it a little bit like in newer CODs, like especially on like I think Warzone.
Yeah.
I see it's not a whole lot, but on TikTok, yeah, just like proximity chat, like when you get killed by someone and then they just say the craziest thing about you that you've ever heard, and it's spot on somehow. I feel like people are here for that. It may not be as many as before, obviously, just because things change, time moves forward, but
Yeah.
and also COD brings that out of people, like straight up, like regardless of like how things are like in the real world, like with what you can and cannot say on COD. All that's out the window. All
I
that
will
is
say-
out
absolutely.
the window.
I do agree because when Cortland, the other one that's not here today because he's at work,
Yes, sir.
when he had showed me and Ty Willie Modern Warfare, the newer Modern Warfare. I don't know what they call it. Modern Warfare. I don't know what year it came out.
Hey man.
2022. Did it come out last year? Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
But
MW2
like
2022.
when he showed us that, and me and Ty Willie was like, "Dang, this might be it." And we got on. It was terrible. Not gonna lie. 2007, Jay Ryden almost came out a little bit. He was a little antsy. I felt him. He was coming out. I said, "Whoa, we gotta tie it back in. It's 2020 plus.
Hey man.
Can't be doing that." It was like, okay, all right. I'm glad he's still there. I'm happy he is. Still got that dog in me, but I felt it. It's still there. I'm happy about it. Also, that one guy who plays Rainbow on Xbox, I forgot his name, but like he'll kill somebody, then start speed run the menus, go into their profile.
Yeah,
send them a
Jinxie.
voice
You're
message.
talking about Jinxie.
That shit is funny.
Hey man.
He is hilarious.
Jinxie's a funny guy.
And he kind of give me that feeling. I long for that feeling, but at the same time I don't, because now everyone
It's different
records now.
times, bro. It's different
You
times.
can't. It's not private no more.
Nah.
Also, nobody should be getting called slurs. If you don't put that out there, getting called slurs is a
Listen,
bad thing.
not unless
As
it's
long as
funny.
I agree, but it hit different on COD. It hit different on COD.
Hey man.
I don't think you can say slurs hit different.
Hey bro.
I
all
don't
I'm
know
gonna
if
say
you can
is
say.
No, but they did.
That's
though.
how I learned to fight
there's
back.
no moral reason. There's no moral way to explain it. Like, it's wrong on every level, but it doesn't matter. It's a part of it. It's literally a part of it. Like, this thing, like, think about it, like the way that like people are so entertained by low tier God, despite how devious,
Oh man.
just downright like toxic, like the vitriol. It's so
Manhead novels.
it's so hateful, but you will hear him say it with a straight face, and it is the funniest thing ever. Now, it's not funny when it's being said to you, and that's true on COD too. But I don't know. There's something about it that just like it's just I think it's the spirit of competitive gaming, like in its rawest form.
FGC.
You take away exactly like some of the.
I'll be
more
trying my
toxic
best not to be
moments
like
from
that.
The FGC,
I can't help it, bro.
like even though obviously like it's not sportsmanlike when you think about it. Like if you want to be, if you want to be sportsmanlike, you don't say that sort of stuff to other people. But when it comes to competitive gaming, when people are on COD, they say the quiet part loud and proud, loud and proud. Like there's no good game. There's a 5-minute long just screaming match.
You were sitting in the back of the map with a noob tube, one-man army. You did absolutely nothing. 1v1 me. Hey, man. Those are the days.
I feel like,
those are the
I
days.
feel like part of it is due to like, you don't even know who's behind the screen, so I feel like it's a bit of road rage, like a road rage aspect.
That's
like,
what it always was.
You know what?
Yeah.
I ain't think about it like that. You're spit. It really is road rage.
So I will
It
never
really
see you again in my life. I'm gonna give all of my feeling out right now because I feel this way and I need to let it out. But you will never see me again. You don't know who I am. I don't know who you are. Let me just yell at you for a little bit. You move on with your day. I move on with my day. Let me keep it like that.
I'm so happy.
I feel like from my point of view, like from just being like playing competitive games for a while, it's like I've definitely felt that point, but it's like now at the point where I am now, like when I play fighting games and I be getting thracks, my whole thought process is like, man, I'm getting thracks right now, and I'm just like, well, let me figure out what I can do about it. But I feel like the frustration just comes from not knowing what to do, and
oh no. In COD, there's nothing you can do. If he's sitting in the back of that map with God, whatever weapon he got, you gotta sit there and take it. It is what it is.
The thing
They can
about
try and
Call of
flank though.
Duty, it's not like I figured out like how to punish that, or I know what his strategy is. I know that he's gonna go for the grab at like on wake up every time, or none of that. You hit the corner, he hits the corner. The better gunman just wins.
You know what? I get
And
that.
if they are good enough, there is absolutely nothing you can do. So when it comes to when you're in the post game, like the victory screen, and you see that 50 whatever to 20. Oh, the nah.
The hate becomes
the insults
real.
are thrown. The hate becomes manifest. Bro, it's the Wild West. They brought back the Wild West, and I think people are gonna appreciate that, even if it's like criminal, the things that are said on there.
Oh no, for sure. And another thing that's got me hyped about this Microsoft merger is, man, it's coming to the Game Pass. You know it's coming to the Game Pass. Y'all gonna see me on Black Ops 1. Y'all gonna see me on Modern Warfare 2. And there will be nary a dry lobby. Full lobbies. Matchmaking within minutes. It's gonna be nuts, bro. It's gonna be nuts.
Hey, who is y'all?
Hey, man.
That's true. He said y'all like it was.
He must be talking to the audience or something, bro. 'Cause me? Listen, I just said all that like passionate stuff about the COD online sphere. You will never catch me. You will never catch me in a COD lobby. Not anymore. I don't got it in me. I don't got it in me.
I can't play COD no more. I can play. This is gonna sound terrible.
Oh no,
I can play Valorant.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I've been in some Valorant lobbies with you, bro.
Let's move on.
Hold on.
I've been in some Valorant lobbies with you, buddy.
Hold on.
Valorant players, bro.
We get the e-girls, we get the slurs.
Okay, I will say the people who act cringe, that's new. I don't like that. I don't like the e-dating couple that I hate that so much. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. That is kind of the new era that I'm not enjoying. But like when it's like somebody's doing something, because obviously it's a team-based game.
Right.
some people are just not gonna vibe with each other, and then they start butting heads. I just beat them back, eat my popcorn, and say, "Hey, I don't mind we lose. I don't mind we win. I'm just having a good time." Mostly because it's not after me. If it's after me, I'm gonna feel a little bad. But understand, gotta get your frustration out. Hey, I did something wrong. I know I did something wrong. You're just telling me I did something wrong, so I'm a little annoyed. But that's fine. I'm never gonna see you again. You're never gonna see me again. Hopefully. So, but in COD, I guess because I was at a different point of time in my life, because I'm ashamed to admit, I was a squeaker. I was one of them.
Absolutely nutty, bro. You were the first person I made fun of every time.
I was one of the little
easiest target.
As soon as we started losing, I started screaming, and then the voice crack.
Over with. I'm on you. You don't get to breathe.
It was bad. And then, you know, obviously grown people saying like, man, get this little kid off this game. So that would make me even more upset. And I didn't know how to handle it.
Bro got
so I just started screaming some more. And then, you know, it gets to the point where my mom had to come in the room and say, hey, Ryden, it's time to turn off the console. And I'm even more upset. Because now I got yelled at from people that I don't even know. I got yelled at because I was yelling. And then my mom wanted me to get off the game. Nothing is working here. I'm upset. I'm in the corner.
Hey, man, I ain't never had to get told to get off the game. I won my arguments. I hopped in that arena. I won. I got banned twice. Now look, I got banned from PlayStation twice. Look, we was in the mud, bro. We was in the mud. And I was cooking them. They couldn't take it. They couldn't take it. I think
you was doing something a little wrong. You got banned not once but twice.
Hey man, you know how my talk is, bro. It's vicious. Yeah. It's vicious. We was in the we was in the mud, bro. We was in the mud. But speaking in the mud, man. We made it out the mud, and my boy Rashid made it out the hood. We got some new Street Fighter 6 updates. Oh, he was in Street Fighter 5, bro. Ghetto.
I get it.
Why do people do this?
First costume, he had like a full head covering, but now he got like that little visor situation going on. I get it. He made it out the hood. Literally.
He can put the hood back on. He can just put it back on.
Yeah, whatever. We made it out the hood.
I can't believe this.
But it's a double entendre if you think about it.
So Rashid got some new gameplay, and it's worse than we thought. He can kick his level 2, baby.
I was with it. I was like, man, this is cool. I really like this. You know, level 2, obviously for E-Trigger. That's kind of the pattern that they kind of been using for most of the characters. As soon as I saw him kick it, I said, what the fuck are we doing here?
Oh, yeah.
That's too much. That's too much.
My man's got
You talking about that tornado in neutral?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And he's like,
bro.
they're pressing the button. And then you just toss a tornado full fucking screen. Well, why they do that?
My boy is plus on everything. He got his own version of Honda Headbutt and Blanca Ball. He's unstoppable.
See, now that was a big ass change. Why? Because in 5, his kick, it kind of had that, but it only really had the effect when he went through the tornado, which was his V-trigger, which made sense. It was a resource to make you safe. Okay, I hated it, but I get it. Now he can just do that shit anywhere.
Yes, sir. We're safe.
And then when he's in the tornado, it's even more. Why? For what?
Hey man, and also we Arabian sky high double jump cross up. Come on now, and
it's shame.
And I'm baiting the DP. What? Come on, bro. You not messing with him. You not messing with Rashida the turbulent wind, baby. Easy as their character. I hope these normals is plus.
Has became the biggest Rashid fan within 24 hours.
Hey man, I was a Rashid fan in 5 until I threw out that fireball and it went directly up. But now look at it. It go a little bit further now. And I can EX it and go for it. Hey bro, it go cost full screen, baby. I'm a guy who? Come on now, stop playing with me. That's another thing they got released with this latest not latest update, but another thing that was announced. You can now, 10 days before Evo, by the way, you can now hit the drive parry button and get a drive rush off of any normal. but you have to be either in neutral or holding forward, which means light confirms are way easier, which means jab pressure is legitimate pressure. Let's go, baby. I'm sitting in the corner spamming square.
Do y'all see that clip? I saw it through a Brian F. Where it was Tokido. He was playing Ken.
He was, yeah.
And that boy was just pressing jab.
And jab pressure is now legitimate pressure.
That is terrifying. Especially before Evo.
Woo, 10 days.
Because like usually like, okay, this looks dumb right now, but like within like a few weeks or to a month, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. But they got 10 days to not only learn a whole new character, learn how to go against a whole new character, but learn how to go against a whole new goddamn pressure set.
Yes, sir.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I would learn Rashid. Try and use him to get out of pools. Like, all right, let's get serious now.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, really top 8. This is my wish list. I want to see 2 Rashids, and at least one of them gotta be modern, baby. Now look,
what? No,
now look. If I see a modern Rashid, top 8, come on,
we can't
bro.
have a modern. No,
come on, bro. That's on my wish list. That's on my wish list.
Not on mine. That's on my blacklist. I don't want.
You know what I think? I think that this is an ad campaign to get people to buy Rashid, bro.
Amen.
I feel like one, he already looks nutty, and then they're making crazy changes to the game that will probably benefit him. Like they'll benefit most characters. I feel like he's gonna be nutty. But then also, him at Evo? Could you imagine if a top player mained Rashid? Nah, bro. 2 weeks after release?
I'm telling you, bro. Someone's gonna beat someone.
That DLC money, I'm telling you.
Bro, as soon as they get done, they waiting for their turn. They still looking at the fundamentals for Rashid on YouTube, bro. Like, hold up.
Hold on. My turn. What's going on, guys? You got the video in his lap, man. He got the video in his lap.
Bro, cause like, you know how they gotta get on stage or whatever, bro. He gonna go to one of those exhibition chairs. Like, hold on. I need this real quick.
Do they allow coaching at Evo?
We love to see it. What'd you say?
You said what?
Do they allow coaching on Evo?
I don't think so. Outside of pools,
I doubt it.
Like, I think once you get past pools, you can't have anybody like over your shoulder or next to you. At least that's how it was for the last couple of tournaments that I've gone to. Like, it's okay to have people next to you or talking to you when you're in pools, but as soon as you're out, no.
Okay.
So hey, man, we gonna see some top 8 Rashids, man. That's what I'm hoping for. And speaking of hoping, man,
I doubt it.
Speaking of hoping, we got some news for Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, shut up. Anyway, this is for me. Reportedly, Baldur's Gate 3 has 14,000 different ending variations. Now, I'm not 17,000. I'm sorry, the number's bigger. You're whacker. All
right.
Baldur's Gate 3 is the sleeper hit that wasn't so sleeper for those of us that already knew about it. Yeah, man, 17,000 different ending variations. Now, all these aren't like cinematic endings, but there's like, you know, different races, classes, dialogue options, and the copious ways you go through the game. I'm expecting, let's say, about 5 actual ending variations. Or like true ending variations. You know how like you get the little cutscene at the end of the game and it shows you all the things that happen afterwards. But this 17,000 number is coming completely off of what kind of character you make, what their class is, and then
a lot of micro decisions.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. Anybody else feeling any type of way about these 17,000 variations?
He just want to have sex with bears.
Why, man? Look, we ain't even gonna. Man, I'm gonna get into it, bro. I'm gonna get into it. Baldur's Gate 3 has a really hard time marketing. What's up?
Oh, I thought you were about to say something crazy.
No,
Never mind.
not nailing bears, man. We not nailing
Man,
bears.
he want to nail a bear. No, he want to
Absolutely
get nailed by a
insane.
bear. Actually, my
Anyway,
bad.
it's time to get into why that popped off. Baldur's Gate 3 has a really hard time marketing, and the devs even talked about this, bro. It's such a niche game that they don't know how to exactly put it into, like, let's say a minute and 10-second trailer. So what they ended up doing was a couple of various different tactics, but apparently the bear one really stuck. So yeah, man.
Yeah, I wonder why. I don't know. If a man just came up to me and said, "Hey, what the fuck?" and then he just become a bear, I think I was like, "Whoa, what's happening here?"
This is absolutely insane because the game is a crazy good CRPG that raised the bar. And oh yeah, that's another thing that happened. So with Baldur's Gate 3 and how incredible it is of a CRPG, one of the devs for Diablo came out and stated that you shouldn't compare this game to any other game. And other people were doing that, but they were smaller indie developers, which makes sense because I'm not gonna expect, like a team of 100 to 200 people to make a game like Baldur's Gate with their budget. But I don't know, man. You got a AAA team with a AAA budget, bro. I think Baldur's Gate definitely raised the standard for you.
I think like we would have to consider like how their teams are set up. Like, are they all like in different, maybe in different towns of the world, or like maybe those teams are located in like location A and then other teams are in location B. I don't know if like all if their communication and cohesion would be good with each business's layout. So I think like we have to think about that in a sense, and just like, I don't know, like different businesses are probably going to try and tackle their development in different ways. So I think that we probably have to consider that. And I don't think I would probably try and compare, like, I wouldn't try and compare the games too hard. Like, oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Like, nah, I think that there's obviously like a fundamental like level that every game needs to reach, but I would definitely look at like maybe like trying to benchmark some trying to benchmark what a game is doing. Like, okay, well, I never really thought of that before, instead of saying like, this is what you need to do in order for you to become good like them. You know what I mean? Like,
I got you. I see where you're coming from. But it's just kind of crazy when we got a AAA budget and a AAA studio coming from a smaller developer, bro. I don't know, man. Maybe they right, maybe they wrong, but I definitely feel like they wrong. Anybody else want to chime in?
I think that in terms of like the sheer size of the game, I don't think that should be a new standard. I think games can be that size. Like, I'm not complaining about that at all. But we are seeing like way too much bloat in a lot of new games. Like, it's a little ridiculous. Like, I'm a Final Fantasy 16 truther. I like the game quite a bit. The side quests, they're killing me, dude. They're killing me. And the overall game length in general, just overall, it's a little crazy. And I know that's a little... Final Fantasy may not be the best series to say that about, like, but just look at, like, Assassin's Creed. The 3 newest games have been open world action RPGs. Origins wasn't too bad, right, but Odyssey and Valhalla, crazy. But I wouldn't compare those to this, just because this seems a lot higher quality. And that's another thing. Like, for one, I don't think the general size should be the new standard. Not because that's a bad thing, but just because if every game is this size, they're not all getting played.
Right.
At least not by me. And I enjoy being able to play like a pretty good selection of games, but if they're too long, myself personally, and I know it's a pretty common opinion that games should be smaller.
Right.
But also like the overall quality, like a game of this, well, we're talking specifically about AAA. Never mind. Quality. Every AAA game should be this quality, assuming that this is like, you've played it. You would say it's pretty, very like extremely high quality,
yes.
right? Based on what I've seen, it looks to be that way.
When it comes to what you were saying about bloat in games, Baldur's Gate completely cuts down on it. Like, I feel as if every decision you make has a real impact on what's going to happen further down the line in the story. Even small things when it comes to like the characters you save during whatever side quest or who you just leave alone and let die, it feels like that's gonna be important later. And I've put like 180 hours just into Act 1, which is basically the tutorial level, and this is a 3-act game. And even absolutely insane. And even when it comes to like the end of the tutorial level, the decision that you made really, like, it felt impactful. I never felt like there was a wasted side mission, a wasted side quest, or it wasn't worth it to go explore. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
At the end of the game, the world's gonna be on fire. Like, you nailed the bear, didn't you?
You let him in.
He piped the bear. It's all his fault. But yeah,
yeah, that sort of connects to So it's good that like it's not only like large, but it's like high quality.
Mm-hmm.
And I was more so focusing on those aspects individually. But yeah, if it's not like, if every piece of content feels worthwhile, then that's good. That absolutely should be a new standard. No question about that for me. More so just like every AAA game, it doesn't need to be. How long is Baldur's Gate supposed to be?
Man,
like, what's a general...
they lowballed it to like 120 hours if you just speed run the story.
Yeah, man.
They are.
You know what that reminds me
of?
The Witcher 3, and you know what game neither of us really wanted to finish?
Ah,
it was
man.
just too long. Yeah, bro. Imagine 3 of those coming out. Just 3 every single year.
That is true.
I don't have the time for that anymore. That game came out when we were in high school, and I didn't feel like I had the time for it. Oh yeah. But yeah. So in terms of quality, absolutely, I do think AAA games should be of this level of quality, assuming that it remains as what you've played, like in the early access. Like, if it remains that way throughout, absolutely AAA games should be that quality. Of course, it's not so cut and dry as like, just make the games better. But if we're talking like what examples this should set in a world where it's possible for this to be done, like without any severe negative consequences, then yeah, I definitely think that the level of quality should be met for sure. Yeah, obviously this is a passion project, right? For the devs.
For sure.
So they were going to put like everything they could into this. But yeah, I just don't even though it should happen, I don't see it happening with the like general like landscape of the way that like just the way like games are made. That's
you not a fan of crunch, bro? You not a fan of the crunch? Never seen your kids?
Dude, I work at one of the worst companies in the world when it comes to like the general quality that they like, the general work conditions. I absolutely would never be a fan of crunch. Come on now. Some people are though. Like, I don't know if it's ironic or if they're just like, what's the word? I don't think that's the right word. Just like looking for attention or whatever. But like, especially on Twitter, like people will be like, that's not the word, but that would have fit. I can't. What's like grifters? Cut this part out. Anyway, yeah, no, definitely don't support crunch. And what it's like the meme that people are spreading. I want games to be shorter and made by people that are paid better.
Yeah.
For making less game. I'm like, it's that simple. I don't need all that. I don't need all that. Also, they should. Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, cut this part out. So let's move on.
Speaking of moving on and wanting less game, we obviously not getting it with Star Wars Outlaws because reportedly Star Wars Outlaws planets are going to be the size of 2 Assassin's Creed Odyssey zones. How we feeling about this? Because this sounds ridiculous. Also, it is not procedurally generated. They're saying they are handcrafting these worlds. Which I'm tend to believe, bro, but I don't know if I want this game to be that big. I'm kind of hyped for another Star Wars game, but we got to see what Ubi pulls off, man. We got to see what Ubisoft can pull off with this one.
It's always a hit or miss. Sometimes they be like, damn, this is a good game. And sometimes it's just like, God fucking damn it, Ubisoft, you fucked up another one. It's either hit or miss. I just wait until the game comes out and it's in my hands, or I see enough people saying that it's a fuck you, Ubisoft.
Yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know. I don't know. I'm really hoping they get this one right, but two Assassin's Creed Odyssey zones though. Like AC Odyssey was huge, bro. Not as big as Valhalla, but huge, bro. It's got to be a somewhat interesting game to at least keep my attention for long enough to finish it. But we'll definitely see. But speaking of us seeing about things, that was a bad segue. But One Punch Man gets a free-to-play multiplayer game.
I was gonna say about that one, like the Star Wars, like I feel as if the games that are getting bigger, I feel as if like people, if the games keep getting bigger, then people are gonna have to invest more into like how much storage they have on their physical, like either PlayStation or Xbox. Like, and I don't know if people really want to like invest. It's like you have to buy the game and the storage. You know what I mean? So I don't know if people are gonna like want to do that all the time. So you're probably like driving people away. And since it's Ubisoft, yeah, you know. And like since it's Ubisoft, I wouldn't be surprised like if they show us a trailer and then it's something completely different, because that's happened a couple times.
Yes, happened more than once.
The marketing team and the devs do not communicate.
Something to consider also is that like in the gameplay trailer, they showed a seamless transition like from the planets to space. So like considering like storage, like that game's probably gonna be like huge since you brought it up, like considering that but also I wonder how that factors into the planets, like because they said the planets are the size of Assassin's Creed Odyssey like 2.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the, like, how much space is there too? Like, outer space? Because obviously you can, like, I forget the word for it in Star Wars, but you know, like, hyperspeed or whatever. Yeah. You can do that to, like, get from planet to planet. Mm-hmm. But, like, just how much empty space, like, is, or not empty, but, you know, open, like, outer space. Just how much of that is explorable too? Because if they really, like, feed into that as well, a little too much. Might be a little too much video game. Like even more so than just what's being implied by the planets being that size. Mm-hmm. Size. Ugh. That's a little. I don't know. Like quality aside, that like it could be one of the greatest games I've ever played. Would I want to play that much of the game? That much of a video game, like for that long? Just
yeah. And it's like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, I feel like these single player games are like trying to compete with like the multiplayer games. And what the multiplayer games are doing is that they're trying to make it like a live service to where it never ends. So maybe they're just trying to make their game super big so it never ends on their side also, you know? And
that is something they've been trying to do as of late. Just keep the game going, keep it always online, and we always talk about how much of a disappointment that is. It's, I don't know, man. Gaming is starting to, at least some aspects of gaming are starting to feel like a money grab, but I don't know, man.
Like I will gladly enjoy a weekend game, bro.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. I would hope that from what they've shown, entirely single player game, like no online elements whatsoever. I would hope that they don't require an internet connection from you to play it, because that would be ridiculous. Uh, then again, it's Ubisoft. They're known to disappoint.
Oh no,
They're
for sure.
known to disappoint.
Anybody else? Anybody else got? Anybody else got anything to say about it?
We fumbling a lot today.
Oh no, for sure. I'm editing a lot of this out. We're cooked. Anybody else got anything to say? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll let
All
you know if I come up with anything.
On to the next topic, man. We got this One Punch Man free-to-play multiplayer game. Now, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but it looks bad.
Is it multiplayer? Oh
It's
wait, I think I
bad.
know what you're talking about.
It's a mobile
Yeah.
game.
It's a mobile game, bro, and I'm kind of sick of mobile games, and also including the Invincible game. That is also a mobile game, and they had me in the first half of that trailer, bro.
I know Invincible was mobile.
Bro, that trailer looks so good until it showed that phone.
I said, yeah.
Like the style.
I said,
that
yeah,
they
it's
went
over
with,
with, bro. The style of the
that
game.
would really work for like a 3D Invincible game. Like I think it looked really good for that to be a mobile game trailer. It's kind of annoying.
It's very stop, bro. Please, like stop.
Like it's always pretty annoying, but that's like, dude, you could have. Oh,
It
yeah.
makes them money.
Yeah,
Sweet.
man.
I need to find the people who are actively playing these mobile games because I can't find them. I would love to understand. Like, so what makes you like want to play a mobile game instead of like a PC or like a console? Because I'm just curious. Like, if it's
Ease
that
of
good.
access.
Yeah.
You're
You
like,
you
oh.
always have your phone on you.
I don't know, it's like 5
You see a game. It's like, oh, this is from something I like. Like you just download it, play it. I mean, I don't know anything about how mobile games make money. Obviously, ads are a big part, but like,
Right.
yeah, I don't know. Also, there are genuinely good ones too, so that may contribute. Like maybe they're mobile game connoisseurs that just
Yeah.
play them. They just like, ooh, this seems like a cool one, and they'll just play it. Because I mean, yeah. Now, the what's it called? The Invincible one doesn't look good at all. And I don't think Invincible is a big enough property to just have people like, ooh, an Invincible game on my phone? Oh
yeah.
boy. Like One Punch Man, it depends on how it looks. I haven't seen it. I'm actually looking at it right now. But yeah, Invincible, I don't see that game making them any money aside from like typical mobile game money.
I'm so
See,
disappointed, bro.
I did think it was on console, and I just imagined you playing as Mark. You just getting beat up the whole
Oh,
like
yeah, hey, man.
hour. You just
Active,
and the whole
survive.
time you played it.
That's every objective. But yeah, man. But speaking of good mobile games, in a new no-clip documentary on the development of Vampire Survivors, the creator declared that the game was $5 because it wasn't priced in a smart way. It was priced in a fair way. The more I hear about the Vampire Survivors creator, the more I like the guy, man. He one of us for real, bro. He just like us for real. Reportedly, the game saved him from making mobile games. So,
Thank Christ.
hey, bro. Gambling mobile games, by the way.
Oh, man, we saved a fucking angel. We saved a fucking angel.
Imagine the alternate reality where Vampire Survivors is a gacha game.
Absolutely insane. Rolling for the survivors.
Could you?
is nutty, bro. Rolling for the chance to get a
my
survivor
God.
is crazy.
Where you roll for a new survivor and it's the old man with the garlic? It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. I want to fill up the screen with nonsense. I actually like that character. I shouldn't have picked him. But yeah, you get a character with a weapon that's just awful. No, that's cool though. Like, Vampire Survivors is a game I would have easily paid like 15 for. And the fact that, like, cause it's 5 on PC. I don't even like have it on PC because I don't have a PC, but I got it on mobile for free. And it's like that game for free. Like, there are ads in it too, but they're completely optional. Like, you can watch an ad to get like an extra life, or watch an ad to like boost the amount of gold you get at the end of a run. But aside from that, you will never see an ad if you don't want to. Like in Vampire Survivors, and there's no like stamina system like other mobile games did for a while. I'm sure they still do them.
They still do.
Like you just get the game. You get a mobile version of it, sure, and I don't know how different the PC version is. I don't think there are too many differences. But yeah, all that for no money, like that's like Jay Ryden said, dude's a saint. Like, that's actually man is doing God's work for sure. And like the DLC was cheap too. I saw it came out on mobile. You know, I scooped that up.
Hey man,
and it cost me more than like $5-6.
Shout out to bro.
Yeah. Vampire Survivors, it deserves everything it's got. Same to the dev for sure.
For sure, man.
Game of the year.
Apparently, one of the holy effects in the game was inspired by a holy flame effect in Divinity Original Sin 2. From my understanding of the reading of this article, that's kind of cool. It all links back to Larian Studios, baby. It all goes back to Baldur's Gate. Oh, bro, it's leading back to the gate, baby.
He just wanted to shill his game. That's it.
Bro
pushes favorites.
Bro pushes an agendas better than he transitions.
That's what I'm saying.
Man. Hey, man, baby, you know it. You know it. Man, but speaking of bad transitions, bro, there's been a clinic that's opened up to conditions that gamers have with addictions, and apparently they, in their first week, they got way more patient numbers than they thought that they would. It is a NHS clinic in the UK for gaming disorders. Yeah, man. So how we feeling about having a gaming disorder, bro?
It's well, first of all, the article was in UK, meaning British, meaning obsolete. That was a joke,
man.
But but
Jesus.
It's I don't know. Considering that I've mostly been playing games for all I can remember, and then seeing this like as a disorder, like
I'm gaming a little too much, bro.
It's I ain't think about it like that, huh? Maybe it's not. I don't know. You know, obviously, some people find gaming as like a form of escapism or like you know, a stress reliever. But I don't feel like
I've ever been addicted to gaming, though. Like, even though we have been doing it, or at least I know for sure I've been doing it all my life. I've never had a point to where I'm looking at it and I'm like, this might be a problem, or like I can't turn it off. Like I can just walk up to my PlayStation and turn it off and then go not touch it for a week and be fine.
Yeah, I guess I don't know the extent of like the disorder, if it's like you know, back in the day where you had piss bottles, something
man.
like that. I don't know if they're talking about stuff like that, or if it's just like they just play the game a lot. I haven't read up on the article, but
so far in the article, they're saying the people that just simply cannot put it down, can't stop gaming, always on their mind, and they always opening loot boxes,
piss bottles and poop socking.
Pretty much, yeah. And they got way more reports than they thought they would. Not reports, entrants for gaming disorders than they thought they would. Interesting. It's really interesting.
Personally speaking, I definitely don't think that I've ever like been at a point where you could be like, yeah, you're like genuinely have like a disorder. But I will say, for people like myself, that maybe don't always have too much of a drive to do certain things, it is a slippery slope to just be like, man, I really enjoy this, and then you kind of prioritize other things less. Because I will say that I've done that. Like I said, never been at the point of addiction. But it is something that I could very easily see the wrong person becoming addicted to. And at times, I've been close to being the wrong person, I feel like. So I can see how it would happen, but I feel like your circumstances have to be pretty dire for it to happen. For similar reasons that people that are addicted to substances like drugs and whatnot, and alcoholism, I feel like you would have to be under pretty severe circumstances in real life for that to happen.
Right.
But I do feel like it's possible, and I can see why you would seek help with it, because I mean, yeah. Also, I kind of got cooked by the doctor. I was low on vitamin D not too long ago. So
man.
Listen, this is while I've had a full-time job. I don't know. Maybe, and because you got to think about it. That's just one possibility. You could also not be eating, which that's really bad. Or on the other side, you could be eating the typical gamer foods, bro. Mountain Dew and Doritos, eating nothing but that, just snacking all the time. And I don't think this is the first time that game addiction has been a thing that has been in the news or whatever. But as far as I know, a lot of controversy that makes it the mainstream news networks surrounding gaming, it's always been kind of BS. It's never really been a legitimate thing. With the video games make you more violent, that really wasn't
the
true.
age old, bro. The age
old. That was completely off base. I read up about that quite a bit. I think back in school, primary. I said primary school. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, you gotta cut that out. I can't have them thinking I'm British. Bro.
Oh no, bro. Don't worry, bro. I'm leaving that one in specifically for you.
He's a low key.
You know what? I'll hold it. But yeah, so. Yeah, I don't know. But if people, it's one thing for the media to be oh, gamers are getting addicted, video games worse than marijuana, but it's another thing for people to legitimately be yeah, I'm addicted to this, and
consciously
make an effort to go out
and seek help.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm mostly just talking about oh well, this could be that way. I should definitely read the article, because now that I think
it's
about
a pretty interesting article.
At least for especially considering the path that I've taken to get to this point. It might be enlightening. But yeah.
Yeah, just checked it out, man. Says someone who before, this is kind of a new thing that they're doing. Someone there was saying hey, before this was happening, I kept getting parents coming out, or just relatives saying hey, I'm concerned for my child for a gaming addiction, and I think that's normal for parents to be concerned of their child, especially if they're under the age of 18.
Yeah.
And it says most of our patients, this is a quote, most of our patients, often around the ages of 16 or 17, they may have been high achievers in academics, pursuits, or sports, and then something happens to disrupt their successful journey, and then it kind of talks about whether changing schools, bullying, something happening in the family, you know, so it might be a byproduct of what's happening in their life, and they seek some form of escapism, which could be why they're on the game for so long, you know.
Oh yeah.
So like coming from my experience, like I was probably gaming a lot more then than I am now, but like I probably, you know, get on as frequently as I do to talk to like talk and have like that social aspect, you know. I think it's definitely been like a beam of support, you know, just, you know, feel like it's definitely a form of escapism. So if someone like maybe like good old classical conditioning saying like, hey, you know, I'm stressed out and I'm not stressed out when I'm playing the game, and when I'm playing the game I'm talking to my friends. So it's like, okay, well, if I don't want to be stressed out, I'm gonna just get on the game, you know. So I think that's probably where it could be coming from, but you know, everybody has their own like thought process. But if they're on the game for like purely for loot boxes, then yes, they have a gambling addiction, not a gaming addiction.
Matter of fact, take everything away from them. Just keep them away from technology. Make them Amish.
As much as
don't put them there technology.
As much as I'm a meme on it, bro, because it's kind of funny to have a gaming addiction. It is.
Wait a minute.
Go touch grass, loser. I promise you, it's not that bad. I promise it's not that bad. As much as I'm a meme on it, bro, it is a legitimate form of escapism, like with anything, you know, drugs or however you choose to cope. But I feel like it's a more healthy version. But if you need help, bro, go seek help, man.
Yeah, definitely would rather you be on the game shooting people on COD than like legit hurting people to get drugs. So there is that. But yeah. Also, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I don't know, bro. Instead of making like a hyper specific sector for like gaming addiction, just send them to therapy, bro. Let's just give them therapy instead, bro. I feel like that'd be like, I know it's hard to get access to in some places, so just make it less difficult. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, speaking of
a lot goes into that, but I feel like therapy would help them more than anything.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you brought that up, because speaking of which, we are partnered with BetterHelp. So if you guys need
Is that true?
No. I wish, bro. I wish we had a sponsor.
BetterHelp
sponsor. I wish we had a BetterHelp sponsor, bro.
I was gonna say, am I getting paid?
But yeah, man, I'm just memeing.
No, but I am like continuing to like read this article, and it said like, let me go back to it. Dang, I can't find it. Yeah, here it is. It says like they're no longer a clinic for just young people, and it's like says like older gamers in their 20s and 30s have now heard of our treatment center and are referring themselves. The oldest patient is 70. In their 70s, so
70.
Yeah, it's probably a coping thing, bro. It's probably like something bad happened, and it's just easier for them to hop on the game.
Definitely. Yeah.
But on a brighter note, wait, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like, thinking about it from like my point of view, like I'm not really addicted to games because I'm pretty picky about what I play. So, but I am addicted to fighting. Because when I started fence, I said, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go and say, yeah, let's fence now. Because we was stretched. I said, man, when we gonna fight?
Bro, just have that violent heart in the essence.
My boy got the will to win, baby. My boy got the will to win. Give that man some boxing gloves. Let him go to work. But yeah. There's a lot of healthy alternatives you can seek, and if you need help, bro, seek help. Never feel like you can't reach out. There's always some avenue you can take, no matter where you are. But yeah, man. On a lighter note, Nier has an orchestra thing going on. That's nice, you know. They're gonna unveil some new music here. It's some art. It's a new episode by not one of the directors. The director, you know, the guy that wears the mask. I forgot his name. I'm blanking out on
The
it.
goat.
Yeah,
I forgot his name too, but he's the goat.
Oh, you made me forget his role.
9F?
Hold up.
No.
No, not 9S. He wears a... I forgot the name of the character.
Yeah.
Character
But he's always
who's,
wearing the mask.
Head?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
This is gonna kill me. This is gonna kill me.
The orchestra is starting.
Yoko Taro.
Yoko Taro. There we go. Yes, sir.
I looked it up. I looked it up.
Oh, we're talking about two completely different things.
Yeah, but it's called Near Orchestra Concert: The End of Data, and it's starting next year. January 27th, 2024 is the first showing in LA, and then the second one is close here in Chicago. If you guys want to go, I'm probably gonna end up buying tickets and going if you guys want to tag along, because they're also it's gonna be a thing where you know, after the end of 2B and 9S's story, they're gonna pick up where they left off there, which is pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, when you shared it with us, I'm definitely down since there's one like that's not far.
Yeah,
like that could be a cool. That was on a weekend, right? Like a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. Like a trip out of town, go to a Near concert. Like, listen.
Oh, tickets are available
Maybe
now. And they're only $50.
Oh yeah.
Only
The
50 bucks,
19th.
bro.
The 19th. That's right. I do remember. Yeah, they said that they would go on sale today. Yeah. Might have to go ahead and pull the trigger on that. Not
Yeah,
gonna
me
lie
too,
to you.
bro.
That
Me too.
I feel like that would be cool. Like, listen, near as many things. There's a great soundtrack. There's a great soundtrack. I would love to see that.
Well, that's the beat to be here. Bring your phone. I'll be there.
But
I remember I started up Near. It was at the home screen. I went to sleep.
this dude, please play that game, bro. It's such a good game, bro. If you haven't done
just play
yourself
Automata for real.
Play,
for
hey,
real?
only play Automata for real. Don't even worry about the other one. Gestalt is.
Man, I really hope that the Near fans don't I hope this doesn't reach them.
Hey man, we get cooked in the
'cause
comment
they'll
section
cook
for
me.
sure.
But yeah, Near Replicant, it's fine. Like, it's not. I just couldn't bring myself to beat it again and then max out everywhere. I just couldn't do it. Automata, at least the requirements for getting the true ending was a lot simpler, nicer, cleaner. I enjoyed that. Yeah. Oh, no. Hall of Famer for sure, easily.
Playing through all those endings in Replicant wasn't worth it, man. I did it. I sat through it. It wasn't worth it. I should have watched the cutscenes on YouTube. But hey, man, I got a
Hey,
trophy.
man, you got the players redacted, so there's that.
Oh my god. Well, that's pretty much all the topics for today. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our closing statements. Who want to kick this off, man? Let's say Symbiotic. Go ahead and say some words to the people.
Hey guys, if you made it this far, I thank you all very kindly to listen to what we had to say about these, topics that are coming through. And if there are any Naruto fans out there, I will be checking out that one-shot Minato manga.
Hey man,
I love Naruto. I can't really say the same thing for Boruto right now, but I love Naruto, so I'm definitely going to check that out. Hopefully, I have a couple things to say about it next podcast. So, thanks.
And then Jay Riding at 7. Go ahead and some closing statements to the people.
Well, thank you for listening. If you listened this far, this we at the end now. Thank you. And if you really like what we're doing, make sure to like, subscribe, and if you're on Spotify or Apple Music, are we on Apple Music?
We should be soon. We're still working.
If you're on Spotify, and when
Music.
it does happen on Apple Music, make sure to download ahead of time. It helps us out a lot. So yeah, thank you. Also, we're not talking about the VTuber concert. I know it's a big thing. We're not talking about the VTuber concert. It happened. It was funny. I found it as a joke.
Ah, man.
Haha. That's it.
Completely forgot about that, bro.
We're not talking about the
me
VTuber
too.
concert.
Ah, man. And then Tyler 99, last but never least, go ahead and say some words to the people.
Thank you all for coming out for this episode, episode 12. Got a little rambly there. I don't know what Fearless is gonna cut out, but if you listen this long, we really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Don't worry, I'm leaving in all the good stuff. We are Cursed Speech, and I'm glad that came out to rock with us. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Expose him.